welcome. Today is July 5th, 2021, and this is Flosstube 16. My name is Mary, and I'm the xrayxstitcher. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I'm filming on Monday. Usually I film over the weekend, but it was a really busy weekend. We celebrated my oldest's 13th birthday on Saturday. And then yesterday, actually we didn't, even though it was 4th of July, we did go like out to eat and we went and watched the fireworks from like a distance. But other than that, we kind of laid around. My husband also has been working on my, on Stevie's bedroom in the basement. We're building him a bedroom. So they did that, and then I did a little bit of cleaning and kind of laid around. I have gone to the doctor these last couple weeks, and I have been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder, which I knew, but also Hashimoto's disease. So I've been trying to acclimate to some new medications. I'm not surprised about the Hashimoto's. For those of you who don't know, it's an autoimmune disorder that attacks the thyroid. So your thyroid has lots of functions, but specifically metabolism. And when your thyroid isn't functioning properly and you're not getting a proper amount of hormones, you're tired, you gain weight, all sorts of things, which I am constantly tired. So I am looking forward to maybe feeling a little bit better. So we'll see. I go to an endocrinologist. That is so hard to say. A doctor that specializes in the endocrine system next month. So that will give me a lot more answers. So. But other than that, that's what's been going on here. Summer's almost half over already, which is unbelievable. I work overnight tonight, so I'm a little discombobulated. So it's a little bit of a weird work week for me, but what else is new? So other than that, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go through my list. I have my book sitting here with my notes. We're going to go over an FFO, which is a fully finished object. I'm going to go over my whips, which are my works in progress. And then I have just, my plans. I always forget to say that. My plans, and then I have just a little bit of haul. So this should not be a very long video. I don't really have a ton to show. So let's get started with my FFO. For those of you who saw my video last month, you know I finished Emerald City by Owl Forest Embroidery, and I popped it into a frame. It doesn't have glass, like the glass didn't quite fit, so I just took the glass out. I got this frame on Amazon, I think. It's a 10-inch square frame. I stitched this in Miss Sada's Silks. She did a conversion of this Owl Forest embroidery pattern. That's a free stitch along from a few years ago. And it's still available on their website. So it's not perfect, but it's fine. This is a gift to my mother. Oh, and it's also stitched on 18 count Aida that I dyed myself. So it turned out really nice. So we're actually going to go see them at the end of this month. And so I'm going to give it to her. So I wanted to make sure I had it in the frame so I could show you guys before it went to its new home. But other than that, that's my only fully finish. I don't have any finishes. I also did not work on my knitting, which I thought for sure I was going to have my Afghan finished. It's the Hue Shift Afghan by Knit Picks. It's been too hot. I'm like working on the border now, so it's like the whole blanket sits on my lap and I burn inside. So that might just have to wait until it gets a little cooler. It won't take very long to finish. I already have 2 of the borders done. I just need to do the sides. And seriously, it shouldn't take long, but I can't bring myself to put a big heavy blanket across my lap during summer. Alright, so let's go on to my whips. I had more whips than I thought. I had 7 whips this month, but I did get some good progress on some of them. So my first one that I always show first is my periodic table. I'm just going to pop in a picture of what it's going to look like when it's done right there. And then this is where I was last time. And here is where I have gotten to. I got 12 more elements done on it. Let me see where I'm at here. 1, 2, 3, 4, this one's getting complete. It's getting there. So I worked on those right there. So let me find where I'm at here. So this is a lot of fabric. From here over. So those over to here. So making good progress. I'm hoping to have this done soon. I almost have like the main part of the periodic table complete. I'll have this complete. I have these sections over here to do, and then I go on to like the bottom elements there. And then I have like the top. But this will be a finish this year. I got this pattern off of Etsy. I do make sure everything is spelled correctly. I have found some spelling mistakes. And this is done with all the required DMC. And this is self-dyed 18 count Ada. So it looks good. I'm sorry if it's loud here. My kids are downstairs playing video games and my dog's outside. You might hear him bark. So, as usual, the normal chaos around here. And then periodic table lives in this Halloween bag. And then I have a Floss Buddy that holds a couple different projects in it. That's how I organize that guy. So next I worked on Little Hooties. I think it's Little Hooties. I always forget if it's Hoots or Hooties. Which is a Christmas stocking that is a dimensions kit. Here's what it's going to look like when it's complete. And here is where I was on this one last time. It lives in like this tote bag I had laying about. This one's really crammed in there. I need to get a bigger bag. I always say that every time and then I never do. So I made decent progress on this. For those of you who are just joining me, this has not been my favorite to stitch on. But I did really well. I got the wings done, and then I've started on his little drum that he's holding. So I'm hoping that maybe I can get this drum finished, and then he's sitting like on a branch. So I'll get the branch done. And then it'll be about 2/3 done. It'll be over half done, because there's an owl that sits here. I have the name across the top done. So not too shabby. I'm using all the things that came in the kit. This is a 14 count, like light blue Ada, all the flosses that came in the kit. So it wasn't too bad. Like, I didn't completely hate it while I was working on it. It was actually kind of fun. So there is that one. What else did I work on? Next, I worked on Halloween Quaker. Here is what Halloween Quaker will look like when it's done. And then here's where I was on Halloween Quaker last time. And I have it out of the Q-snap, which is a good sign. I just finished a motif on it, and it was time to move the Q-snap, so I just left it. So I finished those skeletons there. And then here's what it looks like. Making really good progress. It's over half complete. This is stitched on 18 count Picture This Plus Haunted, I think. I'm using all of the required suggested floss, which are Classic Color Works, and then 310 DMC. This looks so good. I'm so proud of this one. I'm hoping after periodic table that this will be my next finish. Oh, and that needle minder I think is Top Knot Stitcher Shop. It's a Russian nesting doll. Alright, what is next? Sorry, I got an itch. Okay, next one is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. Here's what that one looks like. This is a massive one. I am doing a stitch along on this one with Sebastian from B's and T's Stitching. I have the hashtag linked below. I can't remember it off the top of my head. It's like initials and I can't remember it. I'll just have it linked below. So if you're stitching this and want to share it with us, feel free. I made pretty good progress on this. Sebastian's still ahead of me. And here's how oh, did I say this is where it was last time? I don't think I did. Here's where it was last time. And then here's where I've gotten to. So I've gotten the graveyard complete, and then I'm working on doing some of the fill-in with the grass. So I'm doing pretty well. This is the first, I think there's a total of like 11 blocks, but one of them is like a double block, so it's 12. I am stitching this on 18 count self-dyed Aida, and I'm using the DMC conversion on this one. Man, that looks good. And this fabric is really pretty. I really like it. And then it lives in this bag. Oh, I have it. Oh, how fitting. I didn't even realize this. I have it in a B flip. So that's fitting. I'm selling it with B's and T stitching. I hope I didn't show the pattern. Careful. And it lives in an owl bag. Just a bag I had. Alright, what's this one? Oh, this one is Horrid Ole Hag. That is really hard to say. By Autumn Lane Stitchery. Here is what it's going to look like when it's done. And then I'm going to insert a picture of what it looked like last time. I have it in a Halloween tote bag, like a canvas tote bag. I'm using all the called for DMC. There's not very many. And I have it in a little, for those of you who don't know, I'm obsessed with Bags Plus stuff. I have this jack-o'-lantern that she gifted to me. So it doesn't have very many colors. And here is where I've gotten to. Not bad, it looks really good. This is for my youngest son. He says he wants me to finish this one before the Christmas stocking. He really likes this. This is stitched on, I believe this is 18 count Aida from Bestitch Me in Caramel Apple. So you can see I'm starting to work on Baba Yaga's house right there. So it looks really good. This grime guard, I can't remember where I got it. That's a needle minder I made myself. So I made actually pretty decent progress. Alright, a couple more whips here and then we'll be done with this portion. This will be a fairly short video. Alright, what's this one? Oh, this one is also out of its Q snap. This is 100 Owls. This is another Owl Forest embroidery free stitch along. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. And then this is where I was last time. I took this out of the Q snap so you could see the whole thing. There we go. So last time I just had that corner started with that owl about halfway done. This owl is just delicious. Looks so good. This is stitched on 18 count Aida from Bestitch Me. This I believe is either autumn or fall. She has both. And I can't remember. I think this is fall. That needle minder is Allison Rosen is a Crafty Girl. Is where I got that one. And then I'm using the Owl Forest embroidery floss for this. It's my first time using their flosses, and they're fabulous. This is a gift from my grandmother. So I'm excited to have that done. I'm hoping like next year when we go visit them, it'll be done and in a frame. It lives in my Only Christine bag, little skunks. And then my Bags Plus that I have in this one is this. And it has a clasp in it. I have my pattern showing. It has like a little clasp in here to hold my pattern. And then here are the flosses. I did substitute their salt and pepper for Old Moss from Color and Cotton. When I ordered the flosses, they didn't have salt and pepper at that time. So I just substituted it. A little hot. Lights on. Okay, I'm struggling. Alright, and then my last whip, I actually got out a Hade that lives, Heaven and Earth Designs is what Hade stands for. I got this bag for like Rad Week. So it's in here, and this is huge. It's called Torso and Arms. Here, I keep getting my sides all mixed up. I can't get it together today. Let's see. Here's where it will look when it's complete. Here is where this one was last time. It's been a really long time since I've worked on this. I'm working on getting like my, it's huge. I mean, look at this. It's enormous. I'm working on getting my parked threads worked in because I am no longer parking. Now that I have Pattern Keeper, it's just easier for me to do cross country by page. So this is where I'd gotten to. I did pretty well. I got several hundred stitches in, and they're all in kind of the same color. And then this is where the page ends, I believe. This is done on 18 count off-white Aida, all the called for DMC. There's another nesting doll. So not too shabby. And then it stays in this one. I think this is one of my first Bags Plus purchases. This might be like the first. And then all the colors. So for a Hade, it doesn't have as very many colors. So it should get done fast, but it won't because it's like 400,000 stitches. This will get done someday. So that's my whips, guys. We're just cruising along. What are my plans? I want to get 12 more elements on the periodic table done, and that's my main plan. Then do what I want to do. I'm going to go visit my parents, so I know there's a few whips I want to take. I want to take 100 owls with me, and then my watercolor skull. Other than that, that's my plans. Also, next month's video is going to be a little bit different. It will be filmed when? On like the 7th or 8th of next month of August. It will be almost my 1-year Flosstube anniversary. So I'm not going to do like a regular video. I'm going to do like a recap, show all my finishes, which isn't much, and also do a whip parade. And then I'll also have some kind of giveaway at the end. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. So that is what we're going to do next month. So that one will be an interesting video to be able to see. I got most of my projects out this year. There are a few I didn't get out at all. But I do have some nice finishes to show. So, other than that, let's go on to haul. And then we're going to be finished. I only have 2 things to show. Well, 3, really. I did purchase one pattern. Let me take it out of the plastic. I got from Hello from Liz Matthews, her 4th day of Christmas. She's doing all 12 days of Christmas from that song. And I have all of them. And so this one just came out. So I got this one. Have I started any of them? No. Like, how am I going to display these? These are huge, but I'm going to collect them all. The first one might be my, like, New Year, New Start, maybe. I'm kind of debating on a couple different things for my New Year, New Start. So that was the only pattern that I purchased. And then I have my Be Stitch Me Fabric of the Month, and my silks for June. I am in her club where I get, I alternate between neutrals and colored. I get 18 count Ada, and I was in the colored group this month, and it's called Neptune. It's this really pretty blue. I love it. I just love her colored fabrics. Like, next year I might switch to just getting the colored all the time. It's nice to have some neutrals in my stash though. I mean, these are really the only fabrics I keep in my stash. So it's nice. I don't have a huge fabric stash. My husband and I are talking about building me like a craft corner downstairs. I don't need like a whole room. They really need a room for like their music stuff. But like outside where we're building my son's bedroom, there's like a nice area where I could have a craft area. Alright, what were her silks this month? It was a coffee theme this month. I don't have my white piece of paper. If I have anything. Oh well, I'm going to have to bear with me. So they're in these really pretty browns. Light roast. Dropping all the things. Cold foam. Sorry, I don't have my paper, so you can just look at my face. There we go. Espresso. Mocha. And then this one is Java Hut, which is kind of a combination. They're so pretty. There they all are. They're gorgeous. I love brown. Brown and gray are kind of like some of my favorite colors, and green. Alright friends, that's what I've got this month. I'm hoping like maybe in September I'm going to start filming like every other week again, because the kids will be back in school and stuff. So alright, well I hope you guys have a great July. And I will see you next month on the 7th or 8th for my big whip parade, and look for an awesome giveaway. Bye guys.